Hi, it's Nick from Nutrimentum, and I'm just going to go through basics of setting up your profile once you've received your welcome email from the Nutrimentum system. So what you have here is the welcome email. It does have one link just here. This is to activate your account. So once you click the link, it will take you to the Nutrimentum website. The system website as opposed to the website you'd have maybe joined Nutrimentum via. So when you come to register your account, you need to click on I agree to the terms and conditions, have a read through them if you will. Your email address will automatically populate because it's a link from the email that we sent you a welcome email to, your registered email address. And this is where you fill in your password. So you need to set your own password. Making sure you repeat it twice so they both match, and then click on register. Once you've registered, it'll bring you to your About You screen. So, because I'm using a test account, it's just test for me, but use your name, your male or female, there you go, and your date of birth. So there you have a choice of imperial or metric. I tend to use metric a lot. Some people still use the imperial system, so you just use what you're comfortable with. And then it's going to ask you obviously your preferred language, your time zone, and your height. Again, metric or imperial, and what's your weight. Then onto the next screen, you've got your dietary preferences. This is what's going to help the system decide on how many calories you need per day. So, how active are you? So, again, if you're not sure, click on not sure. It will bring up a selection. I dare say most people that train with me at Gladiator School would be moderately active. Some of you might be lightly active or sedentary. So just choose the number that suits your activity levels. Do you have any dietary requirements? So you're dairy free, gluten free, no red meat, seafood, etc., etc. You can click this here, and this will actually help the system on suggesting what meals you have from day to day. So when it comes to populating your meal plan, if you're no red meat, it'll check out anything with red meat in. Which meal times apply to you? I recommend everybody leaves all 6 meals in this box. You don't need to add them. You don't need to use them all, but it helps the system if you want to use a random template or something similar. It confuses a few things if you start taking out all the snacks or taking out the lunches. So just leave all them 6 in there for now. Is there any ingredients you want to exclude from your meal plan? So this is a big list. So you can, sort of take out some things maybe you're really intolerant to, some things you really don't like. But I just go a little bit careful on what you do take out, because sometimes I've seen them where people have added a massive list of ingredients to remove, and you find that it really limits meal options. Things can be substituted in meals, so if you don't like one thing, you can add something else to it. So I would just really use that for allergies, really. And what macronutrient formula should you use? I'm recommending most people stick to the default or go with 40 30 30. And this is just a breakdown of your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So if you're not sure, if you want to know what they mean, if you click on not sure, close that. You click on not sure there, and it should, there you go, brings up a selection. It tells you, how many carbohydrates are in that particular meal plan, what the protein percentage is, and what the fat percentage is. So for most people, I would say reducing down your carbs and getting your proteins a good 30%. And beverages, this is where you can add. So if you're someone who likes sweet beverages, so Coca-Cola, If I spell that right, maybe it's just cola. Coke. There we go. So, bottle of Coke. You add that in. It just accounts for the calories and the sugars that you're gonna be having in the day. So you can really throw your day out by having too many soft drinks. If you have too many coffees with sugar in, it's going to throw your day out as well. So use that as a guide. If you find that you're adding too many beverages that are really throwing things out, you really need to look at reducing down your sweet drinks. But you can add in all different drinks there. So close it down and continue. So you can also synchronize your data. So if you've got Fitbit or Jawbone, you can use those devices and integrate the system with them. I don't have that to hand, so I'm not going to set that up. You can set your weight goal. So if you're trying to lose weight or even if you're trying to gain weight, you set your goal in here. Say like I wanted to get down to 95k, which is the lower end of the weight category I compete in. How much weight do you want to lose per week? This is how aggressive your goal is. The most aggressive you're going to get is about £2 a week. Again, I could get to that goal in 39 days, just over a month, but that would be pretty restrictive for me. I would probably struggle to get my training in. I wouldn't be eating enough to do my levels of training. So I'll probably aim for something like that, £1 a week. I'm going to lose that weight in just under about 2.5 months. So once you've set your goal, you continue. You can skip, you can always go back. The next one, you can add photos. Add in the photos, your before pictures, your progress pictures, so your t-shirt off and your front profile picture, your side profile picture, and your rear picture, and you can see where your body's losing body fat. You see where you're seeing more tone and definition. So it's a really, really good tool to see your progress as you work your way through the program. And once you're on there, you can go to your meal plan, which I'll leave this particular video and we'll roll on to the next video where I'll go through the meal plan options.